40inbox.com here, and Guatemala's Prez blames Biden for border crisis as protesters tell Kamala Harris Trump won. And this is a story by the New York Post. So let's get into it. So Vice President Kamala Harris was greeted Monday by protesters in Guatemala telling her Trump won and go home as the country's president blamed President Biden for this year's migrant crisis. The rally was visible to Harris's motorcade as she arrived to meet with Guatemala President Alejandro Giammattei one day after he blamed the U.S. for luring his constituents north. Kamala, Trump won, read a large sign near the Central American country's presidential palace. Kamala, mind your own business, another sign said, according to a poll report. And images posted to Twitter show other signs, including one that tells Biden's migration czar, Kamala, go home. And another large sign set up by activists features a doctored photo of a pregnant Harris. And the poster read, Guatemala is pro-life, hashtag mom, Allah help me. Harris does not have biological children. Wow, so that's what's so crazy. They actually did something like that. Wow. So protesters holding a sign Trump won, waiting for Vice President Kamala Harris outside Guatemala's presidential palace. Yeah, like it's crazy because they're just so in your face about it too. So another sign that appears to have been hoisted by activists onto a tall billboard along the roadway says Kamala stop funding criminals, hashtag Fuera de Guatemala. It's unclear how many participants were involved in the protests, and Giammattei said in a CBS News interview that aired Sunday that the Biden administration is to blame for sparking the migration crisis. The Guatemalan president said he and Harris are not on the same side of the coin on migration. We asked the United States government to send more of a clear message to prevent more people from leaving, Giammattei said. When Biden took office, the message changed to, we're going to reunite families, we're going to reunite children, he said. The very next day, the Coyotes were here organizing groups of children to take them to the United States. After a day of meetings, Harris would depart Guatemala on Monday evening to travel to Mexico, where she will hold meetings Tuesday with President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Former President Donald Trump made curbing illegal immigration and stopping asylum seeker caravans from Central America major themes of his 4-year term. At one point, he cut off foreign aid for regional governments. Critics attribute the record surge of illegal immigration to Biden's policies, including his decision to end Trump's Remain in Mexico policy that required most asylum seekers from Central America to remain in Mexico while U.S. courts reviewed their claims of persecution. Biden also ended construction of Trump's U.S.-Mexico border wall and urged Congress to pass legislation that would establish a path to citizenship for most illegal immigrants. Republicans said the legislation and Biden policy changes created new pull factors for illegal immigration and countering Harris' emphasis on root causes in Central America. The number of U.S.-Mexico border detentions soared to a 21-year monthly high of more than 178,000 in April, in the most recent month for which statistics are available, and many families and unaccompanied children are from the three-country northern triangle of Central America, which includes Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. So, feel free to give your thoughts on this whole situation. The thing is, no matter which side that you lean on, the border crisis is a crisis. The whole border situation is a crisis. And since we focus more so on the money aspect, this is a very, very big deal for working citizens of pretty much every single state that is nearby the border, right? This is dramatically affecting almost every single state right next to the border because it's going to be very brutal. And the amount of people that are coming in and that are basically going to be taking over jobs and getting paid under the table and basically disrupting the whole system is going to be pretty insane. And not only that, it's going to get extremely dangerous for a lot of people as well. So feel free to give your thoughts. But the best thing is to secure the border down there so that you could solidify and also protect the immigrants that come to the United States in a legal manner, because that also puts them at risk and also devalues their contribution to the states. So there's multiple ways to think about it, but either way, immigration should be in a safe way and in a legal way. Not illegal, but legal. But immigration needs to be done through legal means, because the amount of value that they could bring to the country is immense, right? Because nearly every single legal immigrant provides a crazy amount of hard work to the local communities. So just one way to think about it. Feel free to give your thoughts. Stay tuned for more news, money related content.